You know that moment when you open your textbook, stare at the first page, and suddenly feel like you've been hit with a sleeping spell? Yeah, that's real. Some subjects are just so boring that even your coffee wants to take a nap. I used to have this exact problem with history class. I'd sit down, open the book, and within 5 minutes, my brain was on vacation. Not even an exciting vacation, more like stuck in traffic vacation. But one day, out of pure frustration, I decided to turn it into a game. I made it my mission to see how fast I could memorize 5 dates without looking back at the page. If I failed, I had to do 10 push-ups. And suddenly, I was awake. I was laughing, and for the first time, I actually remembered the stuff. That's when I realized the problem isn't always the subject. Sometimes it's the way we approach it. Think about it. Most of us are taught to just sit there, read, and force ourselves to absorb information like a sponge. But if you've ever used a real sponge, you know that if you press too hard, nothing soaks in. It just squeezes out. That's what happens when you force yourself to study. You sit there, bored out of your mind, scrolling on your phone every 5 minutes, telling yourself you're just taking a break. And the more boring the subject, the worse it gets. Your mind starts looking for literally any excuse to escape. Suddenly, you're cleaning your room, reorganizing your apps, or Googling, how long can a goldfish live without water? Anything to not face that textbook. But here's the twist. Boredom is not actually the enemy here. Boredom is just your brain telling you, hey, this isn't engaging enough, make it more interesting. Which is good news, because you can totally hack that. So how do you turn boring subjects into fun challenges? Here are a few ways that worked for me, and might just work for you too. First, gamify it. Take whatever you're learning and turn it into a level-based game. Set tiny missions for yourself. For example, I have 15 minutes to solve 5 math problems. If I win, I get 1 point. If I beat yesterday's score, I unlock a reward. Maybe a snack, maybe 5 minutes of watching funny cat videos. You'd be surprised how motivating it is when you treat studying like a game with rewards and high scores. Second, turn studying into mini challenges. Instead of saying, I need to read 40 pages, which feels like climbing Mount Everest, break it into tiny challenges. Read 2 pages without stopping. Done? Nice. Next challenge. Highlight the 3 most important ideas. This tricks your brain into staying focused because it's always chasing the next mini-win. Plus, small wins release dopamine, and suddenly you feel like you're actually making progress, which is addictive in the best way. Third, add some drama. This one sounds silly, but it works. Pretend you're in a movie and the world depends on you understanding this topic. Or imagine you're explaining it to someone younger who looks up to you. Suddenly, it feels less like a chore and more like a mission. And here's a bonus one. Change the way you consume the material. If the textbook makes you sleepy, try watching a video, listening to a podcast, or drawing what you just learned. Make it more visual. Humans love stories and pictures. That's why we binge Netflix so easily. So make your subject feel more like a story than a list of facts. When I started using these tricks, something amazing happened. I didn't just get better at studying boring subjects, I started actually looking forward to the challenge. It felt like a game I wanted to win every day. And the best part, when exam day came, I wasn't stressed. I was ready. Look, you're not lazy. You're not broken. Your brain just wants to have fun while learning. And when you make your learning process playful, you'll be shocked at how much more you can do and how much faster you improve. So here's my challenge for you. Take one boring subject this week. Pick just one small topic inside it and turn it into a mini-game. Time yourself, give yourself a reward, compete with your past self, and notice how much more engaged you feel. If this made you smile or gave you a new idea to try, hit subscribe. We're building a place where learning doesn't have to feel like torture, where we actually enjoy getting better every day. And I'd love to see you here for the next challenge.